Hi, everybody. My name is Shayna Conde. I am the founder of Heart to Arts. And today, for the first day of Black History Month, we have Christabella. She is a florist based in Brooklyn. She is a mother and she is a baker also. Is
Yes,
that correct?
baker. I do love to bake, yes.
Am I
Yes.
missing anything in there?
Oh, my exercise. I am a personal trainer as well as I have certification in nutrition.
You share a little bit about how you got involved in the floristry business. I think I'm saying that right.
Always wanted to own my own business, and I actually wanted to do a juice bar. That was my passion. I wanted to do a juice bar. I had a notebook, and in the notebook, I had everything down that I would need to open up a juice bar, just a business, from licensing to vendors to equipment, everything. And then actually, my daughter's father and we opened up the flower shop together, and he said, why don't we just do a flower shop, because the space that we got was pretty small, and he thought it would be too small for a juice bar. So he's like, okay, let's do a flower shop. So we had a mutual friend that worked in a flower shop, so he's like, oh, it's a great idea. So we went with the flower shop.
Well, what is your favorite kind of flower to work with?
Oh my goodness, there's so many.
Okay, what
Wow.
about like top three?
Top three flowers. Okay, so I like hydrangeas. I like to work with hydrangeas. I like peony, and I like spray roses.
Spray roses. What's that?
Spray roses are roses, but they're multiple blooms on one stem. So on one stem, you might have maybe anywhere from 3 to 5 to 6 blooms, but they're miniature blooms. So you can call them spray roses or mini roses.
There was a show, not was, there is a show on Netflix right now. I've been going through I've been going through a series of shows where it's there are competitions, but they're not super intense. And there was one that was just it was my deep dive, I guess, into the floral industry.
Yes,
I think it's called the Big Flower Fight.
yes, yes.
Have you seen it?
Of course.
Okay, see, I wasn't.
Okay, so then you see the mechanics. So you see the mechanics involved in
Yeah.
creating these structures. So it's not just, it's okay, so I went to school for advertising design.
Mhm.
So you have two aspects. You have the person that is behind the scenes on the computer who knows how to code. And then you have the person sitting next to them that knows how to design, and they're telling the person who codes how to design. So it's the same thing for in that show, where you see these large structures and you have people that have that background of building, and then you have the person that has the background of design, it has that eye. So put this here, this there, and then you collaborate, and you get this wonderful, beautiful structure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
under
amazing, right?
it was beautiful, but also the father-son duo, just
Oh, yes, 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 yes,
they
yes,
were so precious.
yes.
Um, and I guess that show really opened my eyes not only to the logistics and the mechanics of floral design, but also to just how much flower knowledge florists have to have. You can't treat one flower or one grass or one that you can't, it's not a universal treatment for each plant. If you treat one thing, if you put one thing in water that's too warm, it could affect it, as opposed to something else that's used to different temperatures, or even cutting. And when they were shaping the grasses, I can't remember which, I feel like that was like the woodland episode, but the way that you shape the grasses is different depending on what grass you have.
And even, for instance, calla lilies, it's better to put them in a vase with just a little bit of water, because if too much water, then the stems get soft. But then you have the calla lilies that are really thick, big stems that are kind of a little bit more resilient to water than the small, thinner ones. So it's just a lot of different tricks that you have to learn in the floral industry just to make sure that the flowers, that you give the best product to your customers.
Question. Do you feel like the floral industry is a diverse one? Do you feel like it is becoming more diverse? Or do you feel like there are, specifically for Black women, do you feel like there are few and far between of us and it's been like that and it seems like it might continue to be like that?
There are a lot more, I feel that there are a lot more women of color that are in the floral industry than there used to be, say maybe 10 years ago. And you do have some female florists that are pushing for other female florists of color to get into the industry. So I think it's going to change a lot more in the next maybe 5 or 6 years, or even in the next year. Well, I have definitely become more aware of women of color that are in the floral industry since the whole BLM movement. I didn't know that there were as many Black-owned florists as I know now.
Mhm.
So that's really was an eye-opener, because I was like, wow. And not necessarily in New York that I know of. I mean, there are several in New York, like in Brooklyn there are, but just like out of state, like in Atlanta, different places. And I've said to myself, wow, there's a lot of people of color that own florists. This is really pretty awesome. So we kind of like network. If I can't fill an order for a customer and they want something out of state, I may like contact them and say, oh, can you fill this, and vice versa. So it works out.
Oh, before we like do some of this, I know that you have some very important things because Valentine's Day is coming up, and you shared something really precious about how you and your daughter make fudge to go along with some of your to go along
Bouquets,
with.
bouquets.
Thank you. I
Okay.
knew it. It was like right here. I'm like, it begins with a B. So could you share a little bit about that? It just sounds like such great bonding time also.
Okay, so we do offer fudge. It's a hibiscus chocolate fudge. We do have a seasonal flavor that we added, which is butterscotch. All of it is vegan. It's made with dark chocolate, hibiscus flowers, and it's just really fantastic. Organic coconut milk. I actually have here, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Oh, can
A
you
little
tilt it
bit
a little down?
down. Okay, here.
Oh yeah, that works too. Oh, is that in the shape of a heart?
Yes. So this is going to be one of our specials for Valentine's Day. It's going to be a piece of fudge in a heart shape with a bouquet.
So sorrel. My mom's family is
Right,
from.
sorrel. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just the connect it makes so much sense, like hibiscus and fudge. It should work. I just never put those pieces together of that sounds delicious. My mind is just blown right now
Right.
because it's a flavor combination that just
Mm-hmm.
makes so much sense. I almost feel as though I discovered red wine and
Well,
chocolate.
hibiscus goes with everything. I mean,
That's
you grew up with sorrel. You know, it's hibiscus. It
mhm.
goes with everything. It's a great antioxidant. It's great. Hibiscus is great.
For the sorrel. Is it
Mm-hmm.
is it alcohol free? Does it have
Well, it's not the actual, it's just the dried hibiscus. So you have to soak it out yourself, and you can
okay.
these things. You could do the ginger, you can add any kind of rum if you want to, but you don't have to.
Hmm.
So it's all up to a person's taste.
Oh, I don't know if you can hear the baby upstairs. There's a
Oh,
2-year-old
yes.
that's can you hear him?
Aw, a little bit, but it's okay.
Okay. I might wait until the tantrum goes just because I don't know if I can edit past the tantrum. Okay, I think that they're fine upstairs now. What is something that you are putting your heart into? Whoa.
I
I think we're okay. So, what is something that you are putting your heart into?
fitness. I teach a class twice a week to a group of wonderful women. Well, actually, there's a couple of men, but it's mostly women. And right now, I have them on something called the Cut Challenge. So
Like,
I
you
gave
get
them,
cuts?
yes, a cut challenge, which is basically to lose weight, get strong, lose fat, whatever their goals, their individual goals are. I gave them a workout regimen, gave them a meal plan. So we've been working on that. Yeah.
Has fitness always been a part of your life, or?
Yes. Ever since I can remember, my sport is cycling. I was an avid cyclist. I used to race. So I just love it. I just love any kind of fitness.
Were you like a traveling cyclist? I know that there are some that do cross country or do competitions and all
No,
of
it was just like it was competitions, local and somewhere upstate. I used to train and ride about maybe 300 miles a week
Oh,
for
wow.
training. Yeah, about 100 during the week and about 200 combined on the weekend. I had a coach and everything. It was fun.
I yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like long distance. I come from a line of sprinters. A line,
Oh, that's great.
yeah. So the idea of cross country of 300-mile cycling, I'm like, ooh, is it
Oh.
something that you're passing along to? I know that your daughter's an adult now, but is this something that you like, this love of cycling?
Yes, I would love for her to get into cycling. He has a bike actually that she can use during the summer, so we're going to fit her on it and see. She has the long legs, like we have shorter upper torsos and longer legs, which is ideal for a cyclist. So she has this similar physique that I have, so I think she would be ideal. But no pressure.
Yeah,
Mm.
but still, I just love the idea of mother-daughter bonding time.
Absolutely, absolutely. She's
Yeah.
a good girl. Yeah.
Could you share, without saying the code, could you share what the discount is going to be for those who subscribe to the Heart to Arts newsletter?
Okay, so I'm going to offer a $5 coupon. So when they shop online, they get $5 off.
Could you also share where people can find you, both in space, like where in New York you are, and also what your website is? Any details about where people can find you?
Okay, so our full address is 604 Grand Avenue between St. Mark's and Bergen in Prospect Heights, Brooklyn. And we are a studio, and at this time, because of COVID, we are just doing curbside pickup or deliveries. And you can also shop online, hibiscusflowershop.com.
Perfect. Is there anything that you would like to say, share before we close out?
Thank you. We have just gotten an outpouring of support in the last year during this COVID pandemic, and we just really appreciate the support that our customers have given us. Such love and such compassion and just thoughtful little messages when they place the orders, and we are just so appreciative, and it's such a blessing and we appreciate it. And if people want to follow us on Instagram, it's hibiscus flower shop _NY. We would love to have you follow us. We can give you a follow back.
All of that's are important. I will put all of that information into the description below. So if you did not catch it, then just check down there. All the information will be down there. So,
Well, thank you
Christabella,
so much. It was nice to meet you.
it was so nice to meet you too. Be safe, be well,
Okay.
avoid the snow.
You as well. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.